in your town today.
The nuclear threat inside America. According to a new report in the next issue of Foreign Policy, it's apparently pretty easy for a terrorist to build a nuclear bomb right here on U.S. soil. That report says that a small team of terrorists could turn a secluded Middle America farm into a bomb factory if they wanted to. That it is possible to make a nuclear weapon using stuff found right on the internet. PJ Crowley is a senior fellow and director of national defense and homeland security at the Center for American Progress. Good to have you with us, PJ.
Hello, Martha.
It's a pretty scary thought. How much credence do you put in the idea that two terrorists with some scientific knowledge could get together on home soil and build their own nuclear bomb?
Well, I think the good news is it's hard to do. The bad news is it's certainly possible. You know, this is what authorities call a low probability but high consequence. And certainly there are two scenarios. One, as you say, is assembling a bomb inside the United States. The other, and I think the more likely scenario, is procuring a weapon somewhere overseas and smuggling into the United States, say through a shipping container in a port.
Well, when they say that, you could get most of the material on the internet, what does that mean without, explaining to people how to go about it? And also highly enriched uranium, obviously, thank God, not that easy to come by.
Well, on the internet and around the networks, the nuclear physicists, the bomb designs are fairly well understood and known. The real long pole in the tent is getting your hands on bomb grade material, and that is difficult to do. That said, also, I think from a technical standpoint, that is harder perhaps than the article portrays, because just recently you saw North Korea, do a test, and that test was not successful. So, you do need to have particular specialized equipment, specialized know-how. It's one of the reasons why, inside the research community, it's important for us to have visibility of these kinds of projects. Who's working on nuclear areas? What are they doing? Are they being properly supervised? And on the other hand, it reinforces the importance of the non-proliferation regime and why we do need to draw bright lines around North Korea on the one hand, Iran on the other, because obviously if the non-proliferation regime breaks down and you have more and more countries building nuclear weapons, it provides greater opportunity that at some point we'll see the nightmare scenario, bad stuff getting in the hands of bad people.
We've all seen movies and TV shows that show terrorists sneaking substances into this country. And given everything that we're doing in terms of cracking down on homeland security and preventing that from happening, there are scenarios, you can't watch every single person on every secluded farm, right?
Oh, absolutely right. Although, then again, if you look at Los Alamos or one of the other technical labs, there are specific things that you need, and these things give off signatures, and we have the ability to detect, when you have this kind of nuclear material present in the environment and the atmosphere. So it is a difficult thing to do, but we obviously need to strengthen our ports. We also need to strengthen our forensics. For example, 5 years ago, we had an anthrax attack, and we have not yet figured out, who is responsible for that. But part of what we need to do is make sure that we have the ability to track back. If somebody were to ever do this, you can find out where the material came from, where they got help, and then you say to that country that may well have nuclear weapons today, we will treat you as being responsible, even if it's a rogue element that does this. That's the kind of deterrence that you have to set around, these nuclear programs, so that you prevent, to the extent that you can, this kind of leakage.
To the extent that you can is the operative word there. PJ Crowley, thank you very much. Good to talk to you as always.
Okay, thanks, Martha.